And 3, 2, 1. I bet they know I say clunge in the US Inbetweeners. Oh, boy. Boy. I was trying to say gosh and boy, and I said goy?
Goy.
Goy?
I get it. Like, it does just... the thought of doing this just gives me just intense pain.
Yes, right.
But in our defence, with UK versus US shows, we're really fucking scraping the barrel. Actually, to be fair, I think with a lot of these, they tend to... The US one either does quite well and isn't terrible, or it gets cancelled very quickly.
Or it misses so hard that it turns into this. First thing that I noticed about the US Inbetweeners that was interesting, Taika Waititi has directed a handful of them. Which I thought was interesting.
So one of the articles that I've opened, because it doesn't have a Wikipedia entry, is not even Taika Waititi could save Inbetweeners US.
Yeah. Okay. Well, should we start with the... Oh my god. I've just seen that apparently there was a US adaptation of the Inbetweeners movie was in the works. I mean, the movie's bad anyway.
That's the thing. If you're copying something because it's successful, you might as well copy all of it. If it's going well, they might as well have done the movie, and then just gone like, fuck it.
But oh god, it's so right. So okay. So the first episode of the American Inbetweeners is a sort of a conflation of the first 2 episodes of the UK one.
Is it? I thought it was just bar for bar the first episode.
No, because like, the bit where Simon goes over to Carly's place, he buys the booze from the off license. And Simon goes over to Carly's place and chucks up all over her brother, and writes the message on the drive. That's all from the second episode.
Oh, you see, this is the issue I have. I've only ever seen episode 1 of The Inbetweeners.
Really? You've not watched any?
No, because I started watching it when I was a grown-up. And no. It's hard to enjoy it as a grown-up, because you're sort of like Greg Davis is in it, and he's cool and funny. And I'm like, yeah. But then I can go watch Man Down or Cuckoo that I enjoy.
I mean, I was just saying, I can't remember if I watched it as it came out. I don't think I did. I think I only watched The Inbetweeners at uni. By which point I was like, oh yeah, school. That was a while ago now. But I do think it's, for me anyway, I hope it's different now, but I think it's probably the most realistic interpretation of what growing up in the UK is like for a boy anyway. For a white boy, that is, I do see a lot of things that I hard related to in the Inbetweeners. I wonder if that might not necessarily be the case for you, because when you were at school it was all still in black and white.
Yeah. Well, separate schools, but
that was very good. That was very quick. Here's a key issue with the American Inbetweeners is the fact that it's called the Inbetweeners because you're in between school and work or uni. Like that sixth form thing, it's kind of like, well, even in Hampshire anyway, which is where I went to college, we didn't have sixth form in our schools. We went to separate colleges for it.
Yep, same.
Which I think probably is slightly different to the rest of, well, certainly England, where you kind of have this weird point where it's like these older kids who aren't quite adults yet are still wandering around the school. I think that's where like the Inbetweeners, the title, comes from. America just straight up doesn't have Inbetweeners. So it's just I
Oh,
found
it's
that
just the ones that
strange.
survive, isn't it? No, but it doesn't. Like, their education structure still, I don't fully understand it. Because
Well, you mean
I
like
thought
the-
elementary school and primary school were the same thing as a shooting range.
I was gonna say, I think it depends on I think the caliber of weapon changes it. I think if it's anything, if it's assault
So if they can
rifle-
use an assault rifle, that's a
and
high
up,
school.
That's high school. Yeah, anything sort of you're looking at your semi-automatics for anything below.
Right, 'cause I didn't know that that's how they defined it as well. I thought that was
well,
just an
I d-
arbitrary thing that we did from the outside, where we just laughed at them and went, "Guns in schools, idiots."
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to point out the obvious link between school shootings and Scotland, but you sort of forced my hand.
Well, I mean, yeah, but one and done. And then we just went, all right then.
Yeah, because that's the right fucking thing to do. You know who else who did that? Australia. What happened after that? No more guns. What's happened after that? No more school shootings. There you go.
Yeah. You're welcome, America. We have fixed gun crime.
What's next? Give us another topic. We'll sort you out.
But it's just... Yeah. Because I don't understand how the American school system works. I don't really know where they could set it that it would make sense.
I don't think it does. And I don't think it needs to. And I think that's fine.
Yeah, but then they just need to change the name and rewrite the show into something original. And then we could do this comparison fairly. Because it's not like America's short of their new kid joins towards the end of a school year or end of a life
School
of a
career,
life
I
cycle of a
suppose.
school
Yeah.
kid. Yeah, it's not that they're short of that. They've got so many. I think that's how 90210 starts, where someone
moves
comes in
at
towards the end of a year, and then they are the weird new kids, and then they see Meghan Markle sucking someone off in a Land Rover, and then you just sort of go, "Oh, that's fine. She's a princess now."
Sorry, I feel like we've skated over something there. What?
No, that's the start of 90210. Like, she is
Meghan
in
Markle's
that.
in it, is she?
Yeah,
Oh,
not
fair enough.
as much of a character. Well, no, because apparently she's in the second episode, but you can't get the second episode anywhere because Amazon refuses to acknowledge it exists.
That's odd. Okay.
Yeah, but she is in the first episode briefly having her head forced down. It's a weird one.
Maybe that was the moment where which one is it?
Harry.
He went, "Yep, that's the one. That's the one for me."
I'll just follow her career, see how famous she gets, and then have a go.
So do you have any sort of fondness for the UK one at all? Like, do you recognise, like, when people make references to it,
Yeah, because
they've permeated through pop
like
culture, right?
they get in and they're about, and I'm like, oh yeah, I understand bus wanker. That's funny.
That's funny because it's shouting at people who are waiting for a bus.
Yeah,
That I get. It is funny.
that's the thing.
in
That
fairness.
I can get behind. But it's only funny if it's your mate or one of the guys from the Inbetweeners. Because I saw there was like a little clip on Instagram. I think it's... Oh, which one is he? He plays Jay.
James Buckley.
Yeah. It's just him with his family, like on a seafront. So I just go, bus wakers. And he's just like, oh yeah, hi, thanks. And another one goes past and he just goes, someone else just called me a bus wanker. And that's the thing, like, it's fun. I have no ill will towards the show. It's just
You never.
I'm not
watched
gonna sit down and watch it now.
it. Yeah.
I think is the thing. And do you know what I'm certainly not gonna do?
Sit down and watch the American.
Watch the American remake of it, because that's worse. Because one, I think the British one is possibly more endearing. Because I could believe that those people went to school and got bullied because they looked like that. And I don't know, the Americans were just too, like...
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's
like, not even
very
weird
often
by
the way,
American
though.
standards.
Yeah.
they were very, oh, you were born to be an actor.
Yes. There's a sheen, isn't there, that comes with American stars, where you could very much argue that the four lads who are in the UK ones, and I mean this in the best way possible, are quite normal.
Yeah. Almost, you wouldn't go as far as to call them generic. But the thing, they're the sort of people that you can be like, oh yeah, there was someone in my school who looked a bit like that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I was Will, definitely.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Just nerdy in glasses. That was pretty much it. That was me.
Quite rightly bullied, I hope.
I never really. I was lucky enough that I was never really bullied.
Oh, you were the bully, I see.
That's the thing. That's what worries me. Is like, if I can't remember being bullied, does that mean I was this? Honestly, this kept me up for ages the other night. I was like, was I the bully for someone? Because I'd really hate to have been.
Fucking me.
No, someone that you've got respect for and you care about.
See, it's still
someone
happening.
who, let's call it what it is, someone who matters. That's what.
It's understandable. It's understandable. But yeah, no, that is the thing. That is always the worry. Where you're like, was it me? And that's the thing. I was definitely bullied, but not. I don't think maybe to the same point that like it could have been worse.
Fuck's sake.
That's it. I was just ginger. Like eventually, you just sort of go like, I understand.
Let's be fair.
Is it a problem?
We've been friends for over 10 years now. It's very much not the case that you are just ginger.
No, but at a glance, I'm just ginger. It's only once you get to know me that you find out how much of a cunt I am. And only when I feel comfortable with you will I fully reveal the extent of it. And then you'll get to see which ism I'm on this week.
Also, like, there's a lot of very specifically British things that are referred to in the UK one. Like, the idea of, because there's an episode where they all have to go and get work experience. Like, is that a thing in the UK? Like, in the UK, do you have to go and get, like, work experience for 2 weeks?
I did that.
Yeah, no, I know.
It was only a week. But...
Yes. Okay, right. But in fairness, we were schooled in the same country.
Oh, yeah, no, America, yeah, won't do that. I thought you said it was in the US one.
No.
I went and worked in a garage for a week.
Doing what, mechanic stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like BP or something. You were selling Kit Kats.
No, I don't think... would they let you do work experience in a garage? Because it's not...
I suppose
it's very much not aiming high,
is
it?
Yeah. I don't know. For my work experience, I worked with a self-employed... Well, the person that I was shadowing was self-employed, but it was for a company that sold a specific scheduling software, and it was with my dad, and I didn't have to do anything for 2 weeks. Literally, I went with him on a business trip to Grimsby, of all places. He told me, do a bit of data entry, and then you can do what you want. So then I was playing Madness Interactive Combat, which I need to make a note of because that was a fucking great game on browser. And then the second week, I just stayed at home and had a holiday.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I think a lot of people end up doing. Whereas me and a mate managed to talk a garage into taking like 2 fucking 16-year-olds who possibly know some shit about cars.
Yeah, you don't.
Like I can point at the front and be like engine, and then they're like no, back. I'm like not all cars are the same. Shit. But it was like a little like classic car play. It wasn't even like just it wasn't people bringing in their Ford Focus and being like, I've reversed it into something, help me. It was people being like, I've been driving this car for 40 years and it started to make this sound that I don't understand. Could you have a look? And then they just sort of go like, oh, you can't use really any of you can't use the big chug guns to like pull the wheels off.
Yeah.
Because it'll destroy them. And it was really good fun. Until they were like, yeah, we've sort of got fuck all for you to do. Can you scrape all the like dried and caked on oil off the floor? And he's like, okay, this is shit.
Yeah, to be fair, like if you've got, did you get paid?
No.
At the end of it, 'cause sometimes like there were some kids in my school who were like, oh, and yeah, they paid me at the end of it, and I was like, what? They give you £100? I was like, that was so much money.
If I did a week of work now and someone tried to give me £100 for it, I'd be pissed.
Give them a dry slap back.
Yeah, just. But yeah, I think work experience is quite good because I think it's mostly done in. Because did you do yours in year 10 or 11?
10, I think, maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I was in year 10 as well. And I'm pretty sure it's to make you, like, buck your ideas up.
And go, what the fuck is this bullshit? But
What's
for
this?
me,
I'm going uni. But you just went, work seems like a lovely holiday most of the time.
yeah.
Yeah, how's that going for you now?
Well, it's not quite the holiday I anticipated, but, it's not too bad, thanks very much.
Yeah, but you haven't had to go to Grimsby, so.
Not yet. Oh, fuck, Grimsby was a shithole as well. Lots of fish. That's what everyone kept telling me. Like, they were, what are you for work experience? Oh, I got up to Grimsby. Oh, lots of fish in Grimsby. Okay, thanks.
Was it underwater?
Part of it is now, I think. Imagine living in a place called Grimsby. Ugh. Where do you live? Grimsby.
Yeah, it'd be hard to just summon up the energy to get out of bed, I think.
Bloody hell. Yeah, that was... God, that was a
What
long
else
time
is
ago.
weird in America that we don't or what else is weird in the UK that Americans won't have?
The fact that if you mention a swan to somebody in the UK, they'll just say, "Oh, I can break your arm," and offer up no further explanation. That's
But that's the thing. There was a point that someone went, "No, I believe you," and proved it.
I know what's weird in the UK and you couldn't explain to an American. That fucking Wicker Man festival we went to in your hometown.
But that's the thing. Like, that doesn't even make sense to most of the people in the UK.
It didn't make sense to 3 of the 4 of us.
But that's the thing. So I've some friends who went to Winchester Uni, and one of them is also a Sussex lad. So for us, the phrase when someone goes, "Oh yeah, no, we'll go out to the bonfire and like see the fireworks." To you, would it sound weird if someone went, "When does the parade start?"
I mean, I have been to fireworks things that have a parade, but they don't have the weird shit that was in that thing we went to.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. So that thing that we went to. Imagine that, but everyone's carrying a burning torch and they're marching towards a bonfire.
Yeah, the Wicker Man. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's a cool little village. Well, town. I mean, actually, the town's shit, but like it's not that weird. it's not that weird.
It fucking is, mate.
I mean, I understand it's a bit midsummery, but like, it's lovely. There's a May Queen, and like we don't know what happens to them.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great. Well, I'm never going to be the May Queen, so I don't mind.
Oh, that's fucking true. Maybe that should be a new campaign for the podcast. Is we're going to get you to be the new Wicker Man, May Queen.
But I don't want to be. I don't want to die like that.
What else couldn't you explain about Britain to the Americans? Like, what could they just not get their head around? Because I'm sure there's plenty of things where that's just a thing that happens. Prime Minister's Questions time. When they're all just like going, yeah, and I was like, this is how you like decide shit in this country, is it?
Yeah, but then their like reference point is not much better.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think their reference point is sort of loosely based. I think we've got the same sort of system, but it's just we're all doing it wrong. What else? Swearing properly.
Yeah, but
They're trying, but like
They can't. It's just because their vowels are too long. It's got to be like fuck, not fuck. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean, and it's why Americans can't do it, and they shouldn't be trusted.
Castles, not one in America.
Not one. We have castles that are older than America, as I've very loudly told some American tourists while drunk.
We were doing a job. It was hands across the ocean. We were international educators at that point. That's what we were doing.
Yeah.
See, I'm pretty sure my
Also,
house is
whiskey on
older
an
than
empty
your
stomach
country.
it really does wonders.
So I mean, we fucking veered off the Inbetweeners quite hard, but that's basically because like we decided that the conversation was going to be not much more than fucking hell. This is shit, isn't it?
That's the question I had, because I maybe stopped paying attention during the US one. Did they smush all that stuff in that I don't remember? Because they couldn't have done a convincing high school kids kind of go and get served in a pub because their age of consent,
Oh my god!
age of drinking is too high.
Right, I have no idea. I have no idea what you've just asked me. What like? Oh right,
So-
so,
right,
that
so
would
in the-
translate because it's only a year's gap between 17 and 18 when you're in college.
Yeah.
To get
so
booze.
sixth formers can quite reasonably expect to maybe get served in some pubs.
Right.
I've
But
definitely
that's-
drunk in pubs much younger than that, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, and that's just not a thing that can happen in the US because the drinking culture is such that it's like you don't just go out and get absolutely hammered.
Yeah,
And
which
the
is why
age-
they all kill each other.
Is it 20? Yeah. But here, troubled teen, put down the gun, pick up a Guinness.
But that's the thing. Maybe
Do you know, I've been thinking of, sorry, just to go, I've been thinking about a pint of Guinness all day today.
I mean, maybe that would solve some problem if they just got rid of guns and started binge drinking.
Yeah. I mean, if there are any sort of, lobbyists or advertising agencies that want to hire us for our creative ideas.
There we go. We've solved gun crime twice in one podcast. Geniuses.
Booze, not bullets. That's the. There you go. There's your tagline.
Easy slogan. And then what you do is you take the tax that you're selling on from booze, right,
Uh-huh.
and then you fund a healthcare
Assault
system.
rifle. Oh, sure. No, yeah. Not assault rifle production.
no, like the opposite. And then everyone who gets sick can get healthcare.
And a free gun.
Yeah. No. No, no more of this free gun bullshit. That's what's got them into this problem. I can't think of anything else that... I mean, there's lots of other things that America needs a slagging for, but the main one is trying to copy British comedy again.
Pack it in, America.
Yeah. Or we'll send you a strongly worded letter. Not us. Someone more important than us who can write strong words.
Anyway, right, we got that one out of the way. God, it was so bad. Next episode we're doing, we've got Harlan. Is it Coben? Harlan Coben's? Oh, Harlan Cohen.
Now that makes a lot more sense why you were texting me about that today.
Oh, you didn't know? So that was out of the blue for you. Yeah, right, okay. So the context of that was, yes, they were all written by Harlan Coben. Harlan Coben, who does middle-class poshos having a bit of a crisis. That's what we're doing. We're doing next week Stay Close and Safe.
Are they both adaptations?
Yes, they're both novels that he's written. He also wrote
Wow,
The
I don't
Stranger.
understand how that's happened without... Maybe you knew that deep down. Or... I don't know how they've been paired together, if they're both adaptations.
Oh,
from the
really?
same
That was
author.
just a complete coincidence. You've just...
Yeah.
Oh, I guess maybe if you Google,
Like,
shows like this, though, and it's like by the same guy.
Maybe. But, yeah, your text this morning, I was just like, cool.
Right,
I thought
yeah.
they were all filmed. So I was just like, yeah, they've only got one release date. They're all filmed. I don't understand. So I forgotten how streaming worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, some good shit on the horizon, and hopefully
You say
all
that.
the bad stuff's in the rear view.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Technically, they're well put together, but here you go. I'll leave you on a teaser. I have a massive problem with Harlan Coben, stuff that I have seen, and I will discuss what that is in the next episode.
Has he got an ism?